beautiful snakes in the world. Number 15. Albino snake. The albino snake is certainly beautiful, but maybe for different reasons than expected. The snake has a very rare mutation that was discovered by researchers while placing the reptile in quarantine.
Getting bit is one thing, get bit in the face is a whole nother thing.
The snake is usually dark brown in color, but as you already know by the name, it can shift its color to become completely albino, almost see-through, but without the pink eyes. The albino snake is native to Australia and has been placed in a protected environment known as the Territory Wildlife Park in Northern Territory. This is to ensure its safety. It's also hoped this action will help overturn its endangerment status. A spokesman for the national park said it was hoped that by placing the nocturnal snake into quarantine at the park, it would be free of any predators. This was the first proven recessive ball python mutation, as the standard albinos come in a couple of different varieties. They are either high or low contrast. It's difficult to diagnose when they are first hatched, but as they grow, the low contrast albinos will slowly lose their white markings, making them almost completely yellow. Meanwhile, high contrast snakes will retain their white and yellow colors. These particular types of snakes have become very popular and recently very affordable among collectors and pet owners. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Number 14. Blue Malaysian Coral Snake. The blue Malaysian coral snake is a different snake in many ways in terms of its general look and also the lethalness of its venom. A lot of snake bites are venomous and serious, although it usually takes a while before the venom actually kills. With the blue coral snake, however, its venom is insanely powerful and can trip all of the victim's nerves in just one bite. The victim will immediately go into paralysis and die very soon after. It is a horrible sight, but it happens so quickly that it's almost impossible to treat. Australian researchers are, however, reportedly very close to finding an antivenom. According to researchers at the University of Queensland, these snakes specialize in preying on other venomous snakes, including young king cobras. Effectively, they play a hunt the most dangerous game, with the biggest predator winning out in the end. The blue coral snake does have the odd redeeming feature, its looks for one. A rather pretty snake, it hails from Southeast Asia and has a gorgeous color palette. The combination of electric blue stripes and neon red head and tail make the blue coral snake one of the world's most striking species of snake in the world. Unfortunately, it also has the biggest venom glands in the world, extending over a quarter the length of its body, hence the danger level. These snakes tend to grow to sizes upwards of nearly 6 feet and remain rather thin for most of their lifespan. Fortunately, records show that they haven't been responsible for a lot of human deaths either, with just 2 reported deaths related to the bite of the blue coral in the past century. That's a relief. Their venom may be insanely lethal, but they usually keep their distance from humans. And humans, bear that in mind next time you're admiring one. Keep well away. Number 13. Brazilian Rainbow Boa. This particular snake, known as the Brazilian Rainbow Boa, is widely given the title of the most beautiful snake on the planet.
The rainbow boa is so named because of its iridescent glow.
And for very good reason. Their main color pattern includes a red or maroon background with black bordered crescents. These crescents contain a splash of orange as well. The snake was given its name due to its incredible iridescence, or its heightened ability to change color under different lights. The Brazilian rainbow boa is the largest of the rainbow boas, usually reaching 6 feet in length, although some have grown even longer. They are primarily found in the lush forests of Brazil and bordering countries. They spend a lot of time on ground level, but can be found in trees if they sense danger or are in captivity. The Brazilian rainbow boa is just one of many different types of rainbow boa, with many others found in places like Colombia, Argentina, and Guyana. The rainbow boas are mostly nocturnal, meaning they only hunt for prey at night and sleep during the day. They like to feed on birds, eggs, small mammals, lizards, and frogs. Their method of killing is to suffocate their prey with their coils by squeezing the poor animal before devouring it. It certainly sounds awful, but it is the most common method snakes use to kill and eat their prey. Number 12. Eastern corn snake. This snake is one of the very few types that are actually non-venomous, so apart from its slithery appearance, you are completely safe.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
Whoa! That's a huge corn snake!
They are of average size and are strictly native to the southeastern United States. They are very brightly colored snakes that have individual patterns. They're also the calmest of the entire species and tend to be easy to take care of, making for the perfect pet if you're a snake lover. What they lack in venom and viciousness, they more than make up for in elegance and sneakiness, as they have been known to escape their homes with ease on plenty of occasions. There's also a lot of debate and theory behind why they were given the name corn snake. Some believe the markings on their belly looked somewhat similar to the kernel pattern of Indian corn. Other reports suggested that the name came from the fact that they are often found in corn and crop fields. It's an endless discussion, and people believe whatever they deem to fit the profile, including the thought that the snake may have adopted the name through their strategy of staying in barns as a way to catch rats and feed on corn. Whatever the case, these delightful snakes are known for their dark margined red or brown mid-dorsal blotches and smaller lateral blotches on a base color of red, orange, brown, or gray. They also have a glossy white body checkered with black. Some are slightly different to others, just like us humans, but they certainly are a striking snake. Number 11. Red milk snake. The red milk snake was initially discovered and documented in 1888 by Edward Drinker Cope. They are often found widely anywhere within North and South America, with Missouri the most likely. Here, they are found in higher numbers as they live under rocks and rocky hillsides.
See a red, black, and white snake, no need to fear, it's not a coral snake.
They are also non-venomous and, on average, can grow anywhere between 20 to 28 inches in length. However, some have reached lengths as high as 48 inches in the past. Their main colors are white with an overlay of brown or red or orange blotches that are bordered in black. This pattern is similar to that of the coral snake and is often confused. Because they are non-venomous, these snakes are forced to kill via constriction of their prey. They aren't the largest of their kind, so they often go after mice, lizards, and even smaller snakes if need be. The red milk snake can live up to 20 years, but on average, 15 years is considered a good innings. It adopted the name milk snake due to the discovery of them sucking milk directly from cows' udders shortly after they were first discovered. If you ask me, that's one clever snake, don't you think? Number 10. High green tree python. Green tree pythons are incredible to look at, but they do have a bad reputation.
Look at that tooth. I mean, that's a proper tooth there.
They're often described as aggressive, but for the most part, this isn't entirely true. If you leave them alone, you won't have an issue. But if you try and take it from its perch, then the trouble starts. You can't really blame them though, can you? The green tree python typically has a very bright green color, but have been found in various other colors, including red, yellow, and on occasion, even brown or black. The python mainly lives in New Guinea, but also inhabits a few of the surrounding islands like the Cape York Peninsula and Australia. These smaller pythons are nocturnal and tend to hunt in low plant growth areas, which is why they've been spotted crossing roads on rare occasions. The green tree python doesn't tend to grow much bigger than 48 inches, however, there have been a few documented cases where they've measured close to 60. These small snakes also tend to weigh somewhere between 1.5 to 2 pounds, with the biggest ever found only reaching 3 pounds. Just like other members of the python family, the green tree python hunts small mammals and lizards and amphibians, killing them by way of constriction. Their unique look has been capitalized on by many breeders to create a high variety of different colors, including blue, high yellow, calico, melanistic, and even pastel forms. At this point in time, there is an albino strain in development, which you'd imagine would look absolutely remarkable. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Number 9. WOMA Python. The WOMA python is another unique type of python that has very distinctive banded patterns that alternate with light and dark browns.
The WOMA python, unbelievably, is immune to their venom.
The browns may also combine with several other colors, including yellow, red, green, and gray. On occasion, the banding is quite faint, but other times it can be mottled. Their belly is a creamy yellow color, and its narrow pointed tail is perfect for distracting and eventually hunting and constricting its prey. The WOMA python is pretty exclusive to Australia, often found in central Australia and in the southwest portion of Western Australia close to Shark Bay. They like to shelter in hollow logs and underground burrows. Watching them burrow is truly an intriguing sight and well worth a watch. They are strictly nocturnal beings and are known to hunt smaller reptiles, mammals, and birds at night. Number 8. Coast garter snake. The coast garter snake can be identified by its bright yellow dorsal stripe and reddish-orange lateral stripes. It is mostly discovered near bodies of water such as ponds, streams, springs, and marshes. The garter snake is practically harmless and isn't too big in comparison to other snakes. In fact, it's actually quite small, with a length of between 18 to 54 inches and an approximate weight of just 140 grams. They live in almost all areas of North America and primarily stick close to the water, making them aquatic snakes in a sense. Garter snakes' diets usually consist of almost any creature they're capable of overpowering, so let's face it, their prey isn't big. They diet on slugs, earthworms, night crawlers, leeches, lizards, amphibians, minnows, and rodents. For a while, it was thought that these snakes were non-venomous, but following the new millennium, it was revealed that they can produce neurotoxic venom. Fortunately for us humans, this means that they are still incapable of killing or even injuring us because of the minuscule rate at which they produce the mild venom. That's one less snake to avoid, thank goodness. Number 7. Emerald green pit viper. With a name like this, it's obvious what color this snake is, and also not surprising, it's gorgeous. It's a real treat to lay your eyes upon the emerald green viper, but best you keep your distance. These unique snakes are part of the large family of vipers and are found practically everywhere except for Antarctica, Australia, New Zealand, Madagascar, and Hawaii. Like every viper, they are incredibly venomous and are capable of hurting and killing humans if prompted. The more venomous varieties are usually found in tropical zones, such as South America and Africa, so if you live in colder climates, it's likely the snakes there will have a more moderate venom. The green and rare blue versions of this snake look beautiful from a suitable distance. The green is almost a lime green color with keeled scale patterns with a slight white underbelly. They only grow up to 2 feet in length, although there are many different kinds of vipers around the world that can grow as long as 11 feet. They are a very quick snake as well and will attack at great pace, biting down on prey before injecting their venom. Their food options vary, but they tend to stick to almost anything they can tackle within a certain size range, including mammals, birds, lizards, and eggs. Once their prey has died, they swallow it whole. Wow, what a thought. Number 6. Pied-Bellied Shield-Tail Snake. The shield-tail snake is part of a family of snakes that are known for their burrowing prowess. They inhabit parts of southern India and Sri Lanka. These snakes are typically small and only grow between 10 to 20 inches in length, although there have been a few cases of shield tails growing to almost 35 inches. They're practically harmless and are characterized by their pointed heads, tiny eyes, and their rather unique tails, the feature that gave them their name. These tails are heavily keeled and take on a rather slender and sleek shielded shape. They most often appear in a blackish color, but have been seen in purple and brown. There's an off chance that you might discover a shield tail with red, yellow, or orange spots as well because of their amazing iridescence. They are non-venomous nocturnal snakes that usually stalk smaller species such as earthworms and arthropods. So they're not only beautiful, they're effectively harmless as well. That's really something to celebrate. Number 5. The Royal Python. The royal python may not have a place on the throne nor wear a crown, but they have been viewed as a suitable pet option in areas of Africa and other countries. No doubt there, they are treated like royalty, and perhaps where the name comes from, we're not sure. This regal python is of North American descent and is often referred to as the ball python because of its defensive mechanism of rolling into a ball with its head tucked in the middle. It is one of the smaller python varieties, with adults ranging from 3 to 6 feet in length. The female is often larger than the male. Their diet consists of small mammals such as rats and gerbils that they kill through use of constriction or squashing them against the walls of their burrows. The royal python is often located in the warmer climate of southern Sudan, but has been found in areas of Central and West Africa. It usually inhabits dry grassland, savanna, and forest edges. It will very rarely be found living deep in a forest, preferring to stick to the outer edges if possible. They are, however, more than capable of climbing trees, but primarily stay on the ground where their prey can be easily located. They must have the right combination of housing and food because these snakes are also said to be some of the longest living in the world, with some reaching up to 40 years old, half a human life expectancy. Now that's impressive. Number 4. Northern Scarlet Snake. Scarlet snakes are non-venomous and range in size from 14 to 20 inches long.
Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Watch him disappear.
They are one of 3 tricolored snakes found in Alabama and are often compared to the scarlet king snake, as both have red, yellow, and black colored bands. The other similarity being that their yellow bands don't make contact with the red ones. The scarlet snake doesn't have bands that encircle their entire body like those of the scarlet king. Their bellies can be various shades, including white, gray, and pink, while their heads are red with pointed snouts. Scarlet snakes are usually found in the coastal regions of southeastern United States, such as New Jersey, Florida, and Oklahoma. Their normal menu consists of other snakes' eggs and lizards, with their large teeth allowing them to open and swallow the contents of eggs with ease. The scarlet snake is also nocturnal, allowing them to snatch from nests under the cover of darkness. Sneaky devil. Number 3. Leucistic Texas Rat Snake. This type of snake is very unique in the fact that it is so long and slender. The Texas rat snake can be found in a variety of different habitats throughout Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. They adapt so well to their environment and are very capable swimmers and climbers. This ensures they have several options when it comes to finding meals. They tend to go after birds and have been known to be a major factor in pest control in farming areas. Their attitude and appetite for domestic birds often puts them at odds with their human neighbors, however, but they pose no actual threat and are actually quite beneficial at keeping pest populations down. In terms of being held in captivity or as a pet, they enjoy having space and are quite shy. This also makes them impeccable escape artists, as they can squeeze through even the smallest of gaps. So cages and enclosures need to be seriously escape-proof. You don't want your prized pet snake going off wandering, now do you? Number 2. Asian Vine Snake. The Asian vine snake's key characteristics include its very long and thin shape along with its elongated, pointy head. It's probably the most common species around Southeast Asia. They are often found asleep in tall trees and grass at night. In the wild, these snakes like to camouflage themselves by bouncing and swaying, much like a branch or vine. This is to help evade predators, but can also be utilized to ambush prey. When handled or attacked, the Asian vine snake will adjust into an S shape and puffs up its neck as a means of defense. If need be, they will also open their mouth and gape to scare away predators. The snake is a diurnal species, which means it hunts during the day. It typically dines on lizards and frogs. Fully developed adults can reach lengths of 2 meters and are usually a very bright green color, although they have been known to exhibit blue and green or even light brown depending on their surroundings. These snakes do have venom in their fangs, but are not considered dangerous to humans. Number 1. Eyelash Viper. A viper that's most famous for its eyelashes? That's a strange one. That's right, the eyelash viper has absolutely majestic eyelashes. So impeccable, in fact, its prey might be so captivated it won't be ready for its lightning-fast reflexes. These snakes are incredibly aggressive, and their looks shouldn't fool you. One bite from this viper has a heavy dose of hemotoxic venom. A venom so potent and powerful it could kill an adult human and some of the wild's largest mammals. Eyelash vipers are mostly located in Central and South America. Aside from their eyelashes, the snake can be present in multiple pretty colors, including green and yellow. Their color varies when they come to their habitat and adapt to their surroundings. In terms of size, the female is always bigger than the male, with an average adult usually growing up to 2 feet in length. They can live for as long as 16 years if held in captivity. In the wild, they will typically only survive for 10 to 12 years. The eyelash viper is a very efficient predator, and with the help of its very lethal venom, it could probably take down anything it wanted. Fancy that. Imagine the varied menu it can enjoy. Lucky thing. Some of the most stunning reptiles in the world are snakes.
Before we go, we would like to tell you about these snakes. These snakes live inside a hole on the ground or inside a hole on the tree. These snakes usually come out once in a year, around April or March. This snake is very dangerous, but not dangerous to human being. Thank you.